Now more from Wednesday's scene near 30th and Martin Avenue. Omaha police say this woman, Erica Coppage Williams, was arrested at the scene, and tonight the 24-year-old is in jail, booked for aiding and concealing a felon, obstructing an officer, and disorderly conduct. Our investigation of what led to Wednesday's tragic gun battle leads us back to the scene of a September shooting in Omaha. Antonio Martin was paralyzed by gunfire in his mom's front yard. KETV News Watch 7's David Earl joins us live. David?
And Brandy, we got the arrest warrant the Metro Fugitive Task Force was trying to serve yesterday. Prosecutors say it was Marcus Wheeler who pulled the trigger back in September on a day his target's mom says was the worst of her life.
Whoever did it, they coming to get y'all.
We first met Carmela Martin in the moments after her son Antonio was shot September 5th, 2014. It was her birthday. On Thursday, she calls it a day she will never forget.
And I ran outside, and my son was laying right here.
An investigation followed. Antonio named Marcus Wheeler as the gunman. A judge signed the warrant, but Wheeler was on the run. Antonio paralyzed. His mom worried he was still a target.
I'm not worried anymore. No, I'm not.
She was at home when the call came. Marcus Wheeler shot dead by police, but not before officers say Wheeler opened fire one more time.
They was trying to capture the man that shot my son. You have my condolence, and I thank you. And y'all are in our prayers.
Martin's family now says they will pray every day for the family of Officer Kerry Orozco. And Martin's mom has this message for the mom of Marcus Wheeler.
I hope you feel the same way that I felt when my son got shot. You know, I have no remorse, none. Excuse me, Lord, but no, I don't.
And you were looking live now at the scene of the investigation yesterday where police officers found Marcus Wheeler shot after a gun battle with them here at 30th and Martin Avenue. And
all right, folks. That kind of explains a little bit about him and his girlfriend, last name Williams. He was living up in her house, so they got her for hiding him. And that's the one that was handcuffed and arrested after the shooting because she was mouthing off at all the cops. Well, actually, they kind of figured out who she was. Now, we're going to go to this next one. This is the mom of the shooter.
I talked to Marcus March 20th, the week of March 20th. We talked about the South by Southwest event back in Austin, Texas.
Is he a big music fan?
He loved music. He write music. He rap, and he wrote me a song as well. So he loved music.
What do you remember about that song?
In that song, you know, he talked about me from my point of view, raising him as a child, and he told me how much he loved me in that song, and how he just want me to be happy, and so that's basically what he was singing about.
Where were you when you got the call?
I was in Austin, Texas, sitting in the park when I got the call. When I got the call of what was happening. I'm always praying. I'm always praying.
After you got that call, did you think back to the last time you talked to Marcus?
All I could think about is getting to my son. I needed to see him. And I needed to make sure he was okay. And that's all I could think about is getting here.
How important is family to you right now?
Family is everything to me, always have been, but even now, the more so. All I can say is that families need to be families. Despite of what's going on, families need to be families.
Stand by, here it comes.
What do you want people to know most about Marcus?
You know, despite all the hearsay and rumors, Marcus was actually a good kid. He was an awesome
Sure
father.
he was.
And he was a wonderful son. He was not in the gang. He was not affiliated with a gang. Marcus was himself. He dealt with his family and, you know, took care of people. No matter what, he was there for people.
Sure he was.
Yeah, he did. 3 months old. That he'll never get to see.
You forgot he was turning his life around.
That he'll never get to see.
What will you tell her about her dad?
That he was a wonderful kid. He was a wonderful dad. Awesome. Giving, loving, and caring. And that he'll always be with her no matter what.
Okay.
She'll always be able to feel his presence.
Okay, stand
No
by.
matter what.
Here it comes. The cops
It
were
was
wrong.
a tragedy yesterday. And I don't think it should have happened. It should have never happened.
We are visiting here just blocks away from where it happened. Have you looked at any of the stuff that's going on there?
No. No. Not yet. Not yet.
Anything else you'd like to
I would like to say that, you know, I offer my condolences to the family of the officer. But a life is a life, and nobody's life should be taken for any reason at all. And I just want people to know that my son was not a monster.
Really?
My son was not terrorizing Omaha. But my son, every person has issues and things that they deal with every day. That does not make you a monster. We make bad choices every day. And if they contemplate us being monsters, then America, I feel sorry for America, because that doesn't make you a criminal because you make bad choices.
Right. But yet he shot a cop. He shot first, as a matter of fact.
say to the police department?
Right now, what I would say is to Omaha Police Department is that they portray this to be one way, but there's two sides to every story. And this is not it is not the truth. The way they are portraying it to the public is not the truth. They took an oath when they took these positions to uphold the law, to protect and serve, and to do what's right. And in this situation, like many others across the United States that's happening today, this was not done in the proper procedures or manner. And I would like to say to them that they have children, and I pray to God that their children don't make bad choices. And that the general public won't have to judge their child.
There were nobody won yesterday.
Nobody. The officer lost her life. My son lost his life. Why? For what? Things could have been handled differently.
Really?
The whole situation could have been handled differently.
How would you recommend they do that? Let me shut this down. And I've got a picture to show you. Answer me this. Who the fuck carries a 9mm handgun with a fucking high-capacity drum magazine? Does that look like somebody that's turning their life around, that's a good kid, a good dad, a good representation of society, like the mom's trying to portray? Really? Get the fuck out of here.